Air fryers have surged in popularity for their convenience and ability to quickly prepare various dishes. Experts suggest using them for frozen foods, baking cookies, or even crisping bacon. However, there are certain foods that don't fare well in an air fryer and should be avoided. If you're skeptical about whether air fryers are more than just a trend, it's important to know that they can do more than cook French fries and finger foods. However, their limitations become apparent when it comes to larger meals, like full roasts or whole chickens. Air fryers have a smaller cooking capacity compared to a conventional oven, so a large roast may not fit comfortably. If the roast is too close to the heating element, it risks burning or drying out before it's fully cooked. Similarly, a whole chicken in an air fryer often results in a dry, tough exterior with undercooked meat inside, making an oven a better choice for whole poultry. Overcrowding the air fryer basket can also be problematic. Since air fryers rely on hot air circulation to cook food evenly, placing a large roast or whole chicken inside can block airflow, leading to uneven cooking. To get the best results, try cooking pieces of chicken instead of the whole bird. Place the chicken breasts facing down, then flip them with the skin side up toward the heat source. This method ensures crispy skin while keeping the meat tender. You can also poke small holes in the thighs and drumsticks to help the fat render properly, improving the texture. Air fryers work by circulating hot air around the food, allowing it to cook evenly at high temperatures. While they excel at crisping and drying foods, they aren't suited for cooking grains like rice that require boiling water. You might wonder why grains can't be cooked in an air fryer basket. The issue lies in the inability of the heating coil and fan to generate enough heat to boil water. Without boiling water, grains won't cook properly. If rice is a regular part of your meals, a rice cooker is a better option. It's another convenient kitchen tool that simplifies cooking, allowing you to set it and forget it. For a quick and easy dinner, consider using the duo method. Prepare your protein in the air fryer and cook the rice in the rice cooker. This combo will save you time and effort while delivering a tasty, well-rounded meal without needing to hover over the stove. Air fryers, despite their varying designs, all function similarly by circulating hot air around the food. This process, driven by a fan, creates a rapid flow of heat, almost like a mini wind tunnel inside the chamber. Because of this fast-moving air, dry rubs with fine or lightweight ingredients like salt, pepper, and leafy spices can easily be blown around rather than sticking to the food. This not only reduces the flavor, but can also clog the air fryer, wasting both spices and time. To ensure your seasonings stay put, coat the food lightly with oil or mustard before adding spices. This helps the flavors adhere better. For vegetables, a little moisture is necessary to prevent the dry spices from scattering or falling through the basket. Oil also aids in creating a nice sear on the veggies, while spices provide rich, satisfying flavor. Even a simple seasoning of salt and pepper can enhance the taste, making your meals flavorful while staying healthy. Beer batter on fried fish, corn dogs, and wings creates a crispy coating in oil, but there's an important caveat to consider when frying.
We all love fried foods, but yuck! That means scoops of grease, blobs of butter, or gallons of oil just to fry.
In a deep fryer, hot oil quickly seals the wet batter, creating a crisp, golden coating. However, air fryers work differently and aren't designed for wet batter or coatings, despite their misleading name. Without the hot oil bath, the batter can't properly set in an air fryer. Instead, the wet coating tends to drip off as the food cooks, leaving you with a messy result instead of the crispy fried texture you're aiming for. Craving that crunch with an air fryer? The key is to adjust your approach. For dishes like fried chicken, fish sticks, or corn dogs, skip the wet batter and use a dry coating. Dredge your food in cornmeal, breadcrumbs, or a similar alternative, then season with your favorite spices and herbs. This method works better in an air fryer, allowing for that crispy, satisfying texture without the mess of wet batter. Air fryers can be a bit paradoxical, but offer an easy, fun way to prepare meals. While they're called air fryers, they don't require you to completely eliminate oil. In fact, a small amount of oil can enhance the texture and flavor of your food. When choosing oil, though, avoid olive oil. While it's a popular choice, it has a low smoke point, which can cause your food to develop an unpleasant aftertaste. Some experts also express concerns about the potential health risks of smoking oil, though the evidence isn't conclusive. Instead, opt for oils with higher smoke points, like vegetable, canola, or peanut oil, to prevent this problem. That said, it's important to remember that completely skipping olive oil might not be the best choice either. Healthy oils, particularly those rich in plant-based fats like olive oil, offer essential nutrients. Cutting out these healthy fats can mean missing out on important benefits for brain and hormone health. While air frying promises a lower fat option, it's still crucial to incorporate good fats into your diet for overall well-being. So don't shy away from adding quality oil to your meals. It's an important part of a balanced diet. When using an air fryer, be cautious with delicate, leafy greens or lightweight foods. The rapid air circulation can lift them, causing them to hit the heating element. Since air fryers cook at high temperatures, foods that don't stay in place or cook evenly can easily burn, leading to a ruined dish. Opt for sturdier vegetables or foods that can withstand the intense heat and stay grounded during cooking.
Little problem in the kitchen, nothing trivial.
Cooking delicate greens in an air fryer can be a challenge, as they often end up mushy or overcooked. Additionally, the National Cancer Institute warns that burning food or smoking oil can release harmful carcinogens. While air frying is convenient, it's better to avoid using it for greens, as they might not only taste bad, but could also pose potential health risks if overcooked or charred. It's safer to handle them with more care using other methods. Air fryers are great for certain vegetables, but others can turn out so poorly that even die-hard veggie fans may not want to eat them. The reason? Air fryers don't have the same crisping ability on raw produce, often resulting in soggy, unappealing dishes no matter the temperature. However, frozen vegetables perform much better since they retain moisture from the ice, giving them an advantage. Air fryers can dry out foods that lack sufficient moisture or oil, but frozen veggies hold up well in this environment. So, no need to worry. Frozen vegetables are a solid choice for air frying.
I've always thought fresh is best. If you want all of the nutrients, go fresh.
It's not that simple.
Frozen vegetables are typically harvested at peak ripeness and quickly frozen, often making them fresher than fresh produce found in stores. Plus, they can retain their nutrients just as well, or even better, than fresh options. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, frozen vegetables preserve their vitamins and minerals, ensuring you don't miss out on essential nutrients. So, adding frozen veggies to your meals is a convenient and nutritious way to save time while maintaining a healthy diet. Bacon seems like an ideal candidate for air frying due to its thin, fatty nature, which should crisp up nicely with the convection-style heat. The hot air quickly cooks the grease, giving it that perfect crispiness you'd expect from a griddle. However, the convenience of air frying bacon comes with a major downside: cleaning up afterward. While the air fryer can cook bacon quickly, the high-speed air circulation blows bacon fat all over the inside, creating a greasy mess on the sides of the fryer. The time you save cooking the bacon could easily be wasted during the cleanup process. If you're set on using an air fryer for bacon, consider switching to turkey bacon or a plant-based alternative. These options produce less fat and result in a much cleaner air fryer, cutting down on the mess and post-meal cleaning time. After all, the point of using a quick cooking method is to save time, not end up with more work later. Even though they might seem similar, don't mix up your air fryer with that food dehydrator you almost bought.
I've decided to drop the price. The new price is so ridiculously low, you have to watch.
Although both air fryers and food dehydrators use air and electricity, air fryers circulate air much faster. This high-speed airflow is great for cooking, but smaller pieces of food, like beef or fruit, won't dehydrate effectively in an air fryer. David Jarvis, the executive chef at New Wave, shares his insights. Air fryers will do it, but a lot of what you dehydrate are small pieces, and unless you have a way to hold them down, they'll blow the product around. Picture a tornado scattering a truckload of plantain chips everywhere. That's what your air fryer will look like if you try dehydrating food. The high-speed air isn't ideal for dehydration, and it's more trouble than it's worth. The results won't be worth the mess and effort. You might remember your mom making popcorn by heating oil and kernels in a pot, usually the one used for pasta. After a few minutes of stirring, you'd have a big bowl of greasy popcorn. Before microwave options, this was the go-to method for making popcorn. It's similar to how an air fryer works, using heat to cook food in a small space. But according to New Wave's David Jarvis, an air fryer isn't quite the same as that classic hands-on approach to popcorn making. You have to get up to 400 degrees for popcorn to pop, and most air fryers don't get that high of heat. That's one we're just not able to do. With a microwave, making popcorn is much simpler. Alternatively, you could always revert to the classic stove method. Air fryers come in various sizes, with the largest models reaching up to 16 quarts. However, most air fryers typically hold only 2 to 3 quarts, making them insufficient for preparing meals large enough to serve an entire family.
Will 4 bags be enough?
More than enough.
I say we'd need 5 to be safe. Do you not think that?
Stick down 5.
5 bags of chips then.
Think about this. A 2.75-quart air fryer can fit about half a pound of shrimp, leaving enough space for air circulation to cook it evenly. This amount is perfect for a light lunch for 2 people. However, if you're cooking for a family, you'll need to prepare multiple batches, leading to extra wait time, which can defeat the convenience air fryers are supposed to offer. For this reason, traditional air fryers are better suited for smaller households, snacks, sides, or even homemade desserts, rather than larger family meals where multiple batches are needed.